Hey, it's Rima and Pam, and we want to
Good
wish
to see you again.
a happy Thanksgiving season.
It's coming up. I can't believe it's
I know.
next week.
Next week. Hope you guys are ready.
All right.
But we are going to be talking a little bit about Thanksgiving,
Right.
thankfulness.
And what's the difference in Thanksgiving and gratitude?
Exactly. So, I just want to share an idea. You know, when you're really young, one of the very first things, other than the word no and yes, that you learn to say is thank you. And
That's true.
part of the word thank you is something we're taught because it's polite.
It's a thing to do.
It shows good manners. Your parents have taught you well.
Oh, yes.
And so, you know, as a little child, I remember being dragged into a room and somebody hands you a cookie and you say, now what do you say? And then you say, thank you. And you get the cookie. So you also get something in return for your thank you.
You learn a reward, right?
You learn a reward. The problem is we use thank you so blanketly,
right,
that it's lost its meaning. And so sometimes we get stuck in the conflict of actually being thankful or having thankfulness. And so today we want to spend just a couple of minutes talking about the difference between being thankful or thankfulness and the core of the matter, which is gratitude. So if you could kind of separate them a little before Pam speaks and kind of think of thankfulness as being maybe the action or the head response, and gratitude being the emotion and the soul response.
Right. Yeah, as we enter into this Thanksgiving season, what we were thinking about is just what is the difference between being able to verbalize the outward expression versus what is the essence of the heart that keeps us being a grateful woman. And we live in a society that's very competitive. We hear voices all around us, things that rob us, like being entitled. Instead of seeing life as a privilege and being able to see opportunity in the midst of some of the life journeys that we're maybe not as grateful for or thankful for, but to be able to see things that we have, to be able to see life as a privilege and not living in entitlement or scarcity. Mm-hmm. It's so easy to look around and say, I don't have this, or I'm not worthy enough to feel good about myself, or fear. Oh my goodness, fear. And these are things that can rob the very core that calls us to appreciate life and to see good and see possibilities when times that maybe we don't see them or we don't even take the time to express them.
And sometimes being able to practice helps, just like when we say thank you many times, that helps. But I think to really be able to have gratitude, I think we need to be able to not just give, but to receive. And when we had our Powers night a couple weeks ago, we did an exercise, which I thought was so amazing.
It was so encouraging.
And really empowering, because we went around the room and we talked about the person sitting next to us and needed to share something that we were grateful about that woman possesses, even if we didn't know the woman. So you had to search really hard, other than, I love that cute blue shirt you're wearing, Pam.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But see, she said thank you. I don't know if she's grateful, but she said thank you.
Thank you.
So without the conditioning of just the response of thank you and moving on, and what we all experienced was giving the praise, saying the wonderful thing, showing the gratitude for someone, for their core of who they really are, was very easy for all of us to do. Accepting it
was another
matter. And it was extremely difficult. I felt it almost uncomfortable. It's very easy if somebody says, your hair looks great. I can either respond with, oh my gosh, this looks horrible. Or I could just say, thanks, I just got it done. But it's different if somebody really looks into your eyes, sees your soul, and starts to tell you how grateful they are about you.
Your character.
And your character. It's much easier to tell somebody those things. And so learning to actually have gratitude in a season where you may not feel gratitude and you may not have others speaking into your life. How do you do that?
Yeah, it is a learned practice. We assume that we are just normally grateful that things will come out, but sometimes it is a learned practice of being able to see, to be able to see beyond the circumstances to the things, the possibilities that lie out there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we want to challenge you as you
Yeah.
spend the next few days and even beyond the Thanksgiving season. What are things that really are a privilege that you have to be able to have a life journey of gratitude is one of the greatest ways of releasing yourself to the fullness of life instead of living from a posture or a fabric of entitlement. I demand this. Or scarcity. I need more. Scarcity is not necessarily the lack of having abundance. It's just being able to see that what I have is a privilege and enough.
Right.
And then in the midst of fear, of realizing there is hope, there are always possibilities that will carry us forward.
Absolutely.
And that goes far beyond just being able to say thank you. It brings up a heart that really engages life.
Right.
And I believe our Creator created us to be grateful people.
Absolutely. And gratitude has nothing to do with guilt. So you can say thank you because you feel guilty because you think you need to, but gratitude will never envelop guilt.
That's
so remember that when you're searching for those moments about how to receive gratitude and how to show gratitude, it's a great practice. Maybe find somebody in the market this week. If you admire a quality about them, if you see them managing their children and they're struggling but they're doing such a great job, don't be afraid to go up to that person and just tell them that they're a great parent and you're really grateful that there are parents like them in the world that are really working to work on their kids, because your small token of gratitude can make such a huge difference in somebody else's day. So
that's right.
We would love, actually, if you have things that you are grateful for, post them, put them on our Facebook page, put them on our YouTube channel. We would love to not only pray for you, but we'd love to hear what wonderful things are happening in your life.
What's in your life and your heart.
Struggles. Some struggles, and maybe you've overcome them because somebody did stop you in a market and tell you a kind word and how that made a difference. So we are so thankful that you guys are watching. We're really excited about this Thanksgiving season. We're going to be doing some Facebook Live
watch for us.
things. We're having fun with those. So if you don't like them, you know what? The cool thing about Facebook is you can scroll right through and pass right by us. But we're having an awful lot of fun with them. So we hope you'll join us on Facebook when you see them. We hope that you'll tell more people about P.O.W.E.R.S. Spread the word, spread the love, and have a happy and very grateful Thanksgiving. Take care. We'll see you later.